Hello and welcome to all my process of making my desk makeover happen. This is actually something that I've been dreaming about doing for over 2 years ago that I actually bought my desk, but I never ended up doing the actual desk setup with everything that I really wanted. So I decided to finally do it, and this is exactly how I'm going to do it. The first thing was planning out what I really wanted because I had a lot of inspiration, but it could be overwhelming and you don't know what do you really want. So I downloaded all the ideas that I wanted, and then I made a collage on my app notes with all my favorite ideas. And I circled all the elements that it repeated and that I really liked it and I wanted in my desk setup, like the plants, pegboard, the keyboard, and some others. And now that I know the elements that I want to have in my desk, I am going to do a sketch where I can see where it could go and if I like the placement. For example, I knew that I wanted some shelves, but I didn't know the position, the exact position that I like it. So I made like two options and I put all the things that I knew that I wanted and where they would go. And to finish up my planning, I went to my apps like Amazon, Shein, and I went to look for the items that I wanted and how much they would cost me. And I compared them to see where it was the better price and what I really liked it. So I did this also to compare with my local stores and to have like the price in mind when I went out. And finally, after all that planning, I finally went to a store. I was hoping to find a pegboard or the shelves. I didn't end up finding the pegboard. I actually bought it on Amazon, the one that I found the link, and just bought the shelves in this store. I really like the ones that they had. They had a lot of sizes and also a lot of colors. I just ended up buying the white one because I wanted my decor to pop up and I felt like a darker color wasn't the right option. Also inside this store, there was a section for gardening, and I thought it was perfect to look for the plants that I knew that I wanted on my setup. They had a lot of options, but the ones that I wanted, I didn't saw them until I realized I was looking in the wrong place, and I finally find the one that I wanted that has these little leaves falling down, and I think they look super cute and they will look super good on the shelves that I just bought. Then I went to Miniso to find some storage management stuff, but to be honest, I was so distracted with all the blind boxes, all the new collections. Everything that I was thinking was I could use these for my decor or I can use this new stationery, but I already know that I have a lot of this kind of stuff in my room, and I actually bought them for this exact moment when I was going to do my desk setup finally. So I practiced some self-control and went to the organization part of the store where I found this pen organizer that I really liked and also this box that was in my favorite color, and I thought it would be useful to put papers and my binders. There were other organization stuff that I really liked it, but after thinking about it, I didn't end up buying them because they were not that necessary to me. And finally, after a couple of days, my packages finally arrived. I was very excited, so as soon as they got here, I had to clean up everything that I had on my desk so I could show you everything that I got. So I had already everything that I showed you, like the shelves and the plants and the Miniso stuff, but I didn't want to start doing it before everything came in so I can do all in one day, or that was what I tried. It actually took me like 2 days, but it wasn't that bad. So as you can see, everything that I plan out to have in my desk setup that I didn't find in my local stores, I bought them either on Amazon or Shein. This big box that I am currently opening, it's from Amazon, and over here you might think that I bought a lot of stuff, but it's actually just two boxes that are pretty heavy. In the first box from Amazon, as you can see in the image, it's the stand for my laptop. And on the second one that I'm going to open first are the pegboards that I bought. And I really like the kit that I chose because it came with a lot of accessories to choose from. I think it's the best option. That way I didn't have to look around my local stores or Amazon for other accessories and maybe they wouldn't fit or something like that. So I prefer to buy them all together. The pegboards are 16 by 16 inches and it came 4 of them. And next, I opened my laptop stand that after I saw how flat it was, I knew that I would have to assemble it. But to be honest, I think that I didn't read the reviews or anything because I didn't know that I had to do it. But well, it wasn't as complicated as I thought, and I even left a little time lapse me doing it so you can see that it wasn't actually that hard. And it also came with all the tools that you might need. I chose this color for my laptop stand because I thought it would combine perfectly because the pegboard and the shelves are white, but also my desk is this wood color and I thought that it would combine very well and I think it did. And now let's finally open all my Shein bags that came. I think this is going to be your favorite part because there are a lot of decorations, like for example my wrist rest that has this cloud texture that looks so pretty. I think that everything that came right now in Shein are the most like viral stuff that you always see in Pinterest or Instagram, and everything looks like super aesthetic, like this mat that is exactly the color that I like. I know that you can see that it's a little bit wrinkled, but the next day it was perfect. I just left it with some weight on top of it so to make sure it will be completely flat. I'm going to leave you all the links, but just to be clear, the Shein ones, they usually start going inactive or they expire. I don't know why, so just so you have it on mind. In the second bag, it's a coloring book that I was really excited to finally have. I know it doesn't have anything to do with my desk setup, but I was already in Shein and I wanted to try it. And I also bought some LED lights that initially it was going to be for my desk, but I didn't end up liking how it looked, so I just put it on the ceiling of my room. And the third bag, it's actually the thing that I was more anxious about because I didn't know how was going to be the quality, and it's the keyboard that I really liked because of the color and also because I didn't have too much budget for these. And I've seen some very 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 expensive keyboards that I definitely didn't have the budget for, especially if I was going to buy all this other stuff for my desk setup. But I ended up really liking the quality and everything about this keyboard because it's really smooth. The color, it's exactly how I wanted, and I was really impressed. It was easy to connect. It has several ways to connect to your computer, or well, in my case, to my laptop. It has Bluetooth. It has this connector, like I don't know if it's for Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I'm not quite sure. And also like a normal keyboard that it's wired. And finally, I also wanted to show you that I changed the pot for my plant because that way it would combine a lot better. And finally, I'm going to start working on my desk setup. The first thing that I wanted to do was laying everything how I wanted to be. I put tape everywhere, that way I knew what everything was going to be. I did this because actually my dad and my brother were going to help me put in the shelves, because to be honest, I didn't know how to use any of the tools that they were using. And I know there are some more easy to install, but these were the ones that I bought in the hardware store, and my dad told me like, yeah, you can buy those because I know how to install them. So I just bought the ones that I liked, even though I knew that I wouldn't know how to install them. The pegboard was actually very easy to install, but anyways, my brother wanted to help me because I am very clumsy and I wanted to be perfectly straight. And after all that work, I finally got to start decorating my desk. I was so excited to be able to put everything that I just bought and everything that I've been collecting over the years. So now I'm going to let you enjoy the lofi music while I am decorating my desk. And I almost forgot about the Miniso stuff that I bought, but here they are. Here's the box where I'm going to be storing my binders and that kind of stuff. And here is the pen organizer that I always wanted. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it, but I ended up finding the best way to use it, and I'm going to show you right now in a little bit. So I gotta say that I am very excited for my pen organizer because I carry everything around in my pencil case when I go to classes. I have all my markers, all my pens, all my highlighters. It's a little bit too heavy for me, so now I'm going to organize it by the subject and color coded. That way, every time that I'm going to school, I just have to check out which classes I'm going to have and just exchange it in my pencil case. That way, I don't have to carry all that weight when I'm going to classes. And also, I really like it because when I am doing notes in my desk, my markers are all around and I cannot find them, but here they have in a specific place where they should be. So finally, hello and welcome to this cozy study corner. I am very proud of everything that I showed you in this video. I think it turned out beautiful and I hope you like this. But to be honest, this was like a long project. I know that a lot of people are in a budget like me, and for example, I bought my desk like over 2 years ago, and I was saving up to do my desk the best way that I wanted. For example, I have so much Pinterest inspiration, I have so many boards, so I already know what I wanted. For example, the pegboards, I think that that's what they're called. I saw them everywhere and I knew that I wanted that. I wanted somewhere where I could display all of the things that I've always collected over the years. For example, like this little Bulbasaur that I always show in my channel. I knew that I wanted to display everything in my desk and to be on and to be my place. I am so happy right now. You cannot believe it. When I finished and I took the photos, I was like, oh my god, this actually looks like a Pinterest board. I am so proud and I hope you liked it and you got some inspiration. Sorry, I got a little bit carried away. I'm going to show you right now the final results so you can see my desk a little bit better. Bye! Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got some inspiration or at least that you enjoyed the journey with me. I hope that you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and maybe watching some of my other videos.